Hello. This is another driving video. So that's why it's black. You can't see nothing because I'm driving. I just had this thought. Well, not just had this thought. I have been having this thought, and I was like, you know what? It's now or never. I gotta make this video. So make sure that you like and subscribe. My videos are I'm not gonna say unorthodox, but you know, a little different because either I'm laying down, I'm chilling, or there's no video per se, but there is just audio, because I like for people to just hone in to what is being said. Okay, so the topic or the title of this is Stop Settling for Less. Stop settling for less. I'm going to say this a few more times to let it get in your shondo, down in your spirit, down in your soul, deep in your mind, in your brain. Stop settling for less. Stop settling for less. Less than what you deserve, less than what you want, less than what you need. Stop settling for less. Stop. Bring that shit to a screeching halt. Stop settling for less. And I don't care if this is in a romantic relationship or a financial relationship, like with an employer. Stop settling for less. You have the power to change whatever it is that you want to change. Everybody is in wherever that they are, or everybody's in whatever position that they are in their lives based on their choices. If they chose to have more, they're going to do the things that it takes to have more, and they're going to get more. If they chose to have less, they only doing the things that it requires to keep the less, and they have less. It's very simple. We make it complicated when we give all these reasons around why we're settling for less, why we're still with that person that doesn't fulfill us, that doesn't give us what we need, that's lacking in the things that we want. We're making excuses every time we stay with that employer. Or hell, even if it's not an employer, it's your own business. Could be your own business. Well, goddamn. Are these motherfuckers gonna go or not? Just go, bitch. These people can't fucking drive for shit. Don't move to Texas. Anyway. I digress. Anyway. It could be your own business that you're settling for. And I know that's gonna sound weird to some people. How can you be settling for your own business? Maybe your own business is something that is like a hobby that you turn into a business. Okay? And you're so used to doing it, but it's just not bringing in what you needed to bring in. It's not giving what you needed to give. Okay? Maybe you have made different good choices with the business. Maybe you've gotten some marketing together. You've done all the things that you need to do for the business. You got a coach. You know, you've taken some courses, you have, you know, developed whatever the skill is that you need in order to do said business. If it's like a service-based business, or if it's some sort of retail business, you know, you've gotten the inventory, you've gotten this, you've gotten that. But, you know, after you pay this person and pay that person and this employee, that employee, or after you have paid, you know, this overhead and, you know, gotten the inventory that you need, and you've done all the different things, you're still only yielding this over here. But you look at it like, well, you know, I've had this business so long, and, you know, it's done this and that and the third for me. You know, this is what people know me for. This is what I've been known to do, to have, to be. This is how I'm categorized. This is how I identify myself. But you don't really want to do the business anymore. Maybe you would rather work for an employer, being something that still would yield a high amount of income for you. Because businesses are expensive, okay? People always say, oh, you know, use your own money for business or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. A lot of times people still end up doing so or having to do so at some point. And even if you don't have to do so, the money that you're making from the business, you're putting it back into the business. If I only made $100,000 from my business and it costs $50,000 to run the business, and I can only pay myself $50,000, and I'm doing all this work, you know, because a business owner, entrepreneur don't have no 9 to 5. You working all the time. You could go work a 9 to 5 for an employer, okay, especially if it's in a career, not just, you know, you going to work at McDonald's or some bullshit like that. No, I'm saying, like, you have a degree, you have a certification or something, you have something. Let's say it's just, you know, you got your CDL. I don't fucking know. You know, you can make a business off of that, but it does take more, you know, additional work and stuff like that. But anyhow, let's say you go and work at said company, or, you know, be an employee again, and you double, triple your disposable income now, and decrease the amount of time that you have. My phone just moved. You decrease the amount of time that you have to give up in order to make that little $50,000 you were just making off of your business. Which one was you really settling for? Okay? This gun is good. Gotta ask yourself, what were you settling for? We tell ourselves all kinds of things in order to keep ourselves in what we feel is comfortable, or you know, what is normal to us, or what we've become accustomed to, what we used to. But is that really fulfilling what we want and what we need? Is that really giving us the work-life balance that we want? Are we able to, you know, have our time? Let's say going back to the business example. Let's say you are able to take home more. Let's say, you know, you're able to pay yourself, you know, X amount of dollars. But if you worked in whatever that your degree or certification is, you would probably make less than that, but you still would have to do less or work less. It wouldn't be, you know, you have to be there if no one else is there because it's your business. All these different things, okay? Sometimes we be settling for the money. Sometimes. Same thing with a relationship, you know. You might have met someone that, you know, has all the things. You know, they got nice cars, they got money in the bank, upon banks upon banks. They got it. You name it, they got it. You name it, they could pay for it. Whatever, right? But they don't nurture you. They don't speak to your soul, your spirit, or anything. They don't really make you happy. All they can do is buy you stuff. That's all they know. There's nothing deeper really than that. It's not fulfilling. The sex is trash. Trash. You settling for the money. A lot of people settle and don't label it as that. They don't want to believe that that's what they're doing. And the only way for you to know for sure that you are settling is for you to examine yourself and what you need, what you want, what's important to you. Now, if money is the all important thing to you, then no, you ain't settling. Cool. But if it's other shit that's important to you, and this is all that person can offer you, then yeah, you settling. You need to figure something else out. Now, I wouldn't say just run this goal if they, is affording you certain things, right? You might need to figure some shit out first before you say, I'm leaving, or whatever. Hey, don't tell nobody that, I told you, to just leave without a plan, without a knock. Or even if you figure out in your employer or your business that, I feel like I'm settling. You cannot just up and boom, I'm done. Even with a relationship. Even if the relationship is not going to affect, a lot of things. If you're in a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, maybe they name not on the lease. Them leaving won't, really fuck up your life too much or anything. It's not a bunch of legality stuff you got to go through or whatever. Still, you still have to take a little time to make that decision. Don't take too much time, but think it through. First off, recognize, am I settling or not? Okay, once you done discovered, all right, shit, I'm settling. Brainstorm, think about ways that I can get out of this situation that'll be easiest for me to transition from this situation that I'm settling for to a situation that I am happy with, content with, not settling for. Make the proper changes. Plan to move around. Sometimes it may take a few months. It might take 6 months. It might take a year to fully transition out of something you were settling for to something that really speaks to you, to something that you really want. But it is worth it. Now, I think that's the scariest part for some people is they have something that they've been settling for, whether it be a relationship, a business, an employer, whatever that it is. Usually it's one of those things. But they have this thing, let's say it's a relationship that they've been settling for. They feel like that's why they spend more and more and more time in the situation that they've settled for, because they're not diligently seeking to make a plan to get out of it, to get out of the rat race of nothing. It's like a hamster wheel. Like you just keep going, keep spinning your wheels, and you ain't going no fucking where. You have to make a plan. And you can't be afraid to make that plan. If you don't make that plan, if you don't really fully address what it is, whether it requires you to sit down and, write it out, type it out, put it in your notes on your phone in a Google Doc, I don't know, go to therapy, get some help to figure out, why am I settling? Find out the underlying reasons behind why you ended up in the position that you're in. Because that'll help you to not settle again. That'll help you to not find the same person just with a new face. That'll help you not go find the same type of employer Just it's got a new company name, but you accepting the same shit. You know, the pay ain't too much different or whatever. You know, I swapped. I was in this type of business. Now I've pivoted, but I'm in another type of business that's still unfulfilling, that's still not giving what it needs to give. You have to do your research and make a plan to get out of settling. That's the solution. And then once you know, made that plan and everything, then you can start to implement change to move forward into the new life, the new you, the new relationship, or being by yourself for, you know, whatever period of time, to prepare for a new person or a new situation where you don't have to settle. And I don't know, you know, what people believe in or whatever, but whatever that you believe in will bring it to you. If it's God, if it's, you know, Allah, if it's Buddha, if it's Confucius, if it's the universe, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, baby, it will come to you the minute that you decide and make a concrete, real decision that I'm not settling for this anymore. This is no longer what I want. I want more. I want better. And you start making those steps and those changes, you'll be surprised. Sometimes it happens real quick. You drop that 0, you might meet the hero next week. You drop that 0, you might meet the hero a month from then. Quick. If it take a long time for you to get from that 0 to the hero situation, it might be because universe, spirit, God, Buddha, Allah, Nam Myoho Renge, y'all right? Okay? It might be because they know further than what you know that maybe you needed a little more time to get this situation that you were settling for out of your system. So sometimes we can't handle those things yet because we've been settling for less all this time. You don't even know how to deal with it. You don't even know how to handle it, how to treat it, how to, you know. So, in conclusion, stop settling. You don't have to. You don't need to. And life is too short. Life is way too short to settle for things that we don't want, don't need, don't fulfill us, don't bring us joy, don't bring us peace, real happiness. You should have peace and happiness within yourself anyway. But if you're doing something or working somewhere or operating in a business or in a relationship or anything that you're settling for, it's gonna chip away. It's going to automatically chip away at that peace, that serenity, that light, that love. It's gonna chip all the way away at that till it ain't shit left. And then you become fake. Then you become, you know, putting on a fake smile. Now you wearing a mask, a facade. You know you ain't happy. You know you tired of this. You know this getting on your nerves. You know you can't stand it no more. You know. Then it go into you feeling resentment. Ever seen people that's in relationships and marriages and they can't stand their fucking partner? They should have left a long damn time ago. When they first figured out they were settling. But hey, they didn't do nothing. So now, you know, they didn't let it fester like, you know, any other type of infection. And it has grown to these epic proportions. Now they got to figure out how to heal that damage. So don't settle from jump. But if you are settling, if you notice, if you understand from this video that you have settled, it's up to you to stop the cycle. It's up to you to make a different choice. And it don't matter who feelings you got to hurt. Okay? Don't matter. If you got to hurt their feelings, I say this in the most loving way possible. Fuck them. I'm sorry. Fuck them. You got to worry about you. You got to think about you. You got to think about what's best for you. Fuck them. Okay? I can't tell people what to do with their life, of course. You know, I can only, give my insight on, how I see the world and what I've learned and gleaned and gained in this little 38 years I've been here. But, yeah, fuck them. You can't worry about other people's feelings. That's another reason why people stay stuck and settling in different things. Because they worried about what everybody else gonna think, what everybody else gonna do. That's why a lot of, case in point, the whole Will and Jada thing and other relationships like it. They decided that they wasn't gonna keep trying to settle for each other's love. They kept their marriage vows. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people do that. They keep their vows. Okay, we agreed to this at such and such time. Maybe they should have never agreed to it. I don't know. But as whatever time we're on, they both realized that this ain't that. This ain't what we thought it was. We gonna stick around for, our friendship and our kids and blah, blah, skippy. But at the end of the day, I ain't got to deal with you and you ain't got to deal with me. I ain't got to settle for what you are able to give me, and you don't have to settle for what I don't even want to give you, and vice versa. Be honest with yourself. Everything is not about, I gotta make this work. I have to make this. Does it have to work together, or can it work apart? Whether this is a marital situation, a baby mama, baby daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, job, employer, business, entrepreneurship, whatever, you gotta take them steps, and you gotta be willing to walk away. You gotta be willing to make certain changes in order to get what you ultimately want, need, and desire. So stop settling. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. I'm about to go get my baby. And make sure you like and subscribe. And check out the rest of my videos for more free game. Toodles.